Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Reckless Paradise podcast. I am your host, Dystro, and tonight's episode is another Shoot the Shit episode. This is episode number 33. 33 episodes of the Shoot the Shit uh, brand, I should say. Um, it's crazy. That's been going on for 33 episodes, which is amazing. So we got like three topics to kind of talk about. It's not going to be like too long of an episode, because there wasn't really much that happened lately between Marissa and I. I know Marissa's fair shenanigans had come to an end. She went almost every single day. I think she went every day. But she didn't really stay too long on some of the days, which is totally fine. But did she ride all the rides? Yes. I think she did. She didn't have like a lot of tickets to spend this year. Um, but I know that she did get to see a guy that knows like a lot about wrestling and memorabilia and all that stuff, and has Magic the Gathering cards that me and Marissa are currently trying to play right now and kind of getting good at it. She was saying to me that he's met AJ Styles, Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake Roberts, and all that stuff. Got some like autographs from them and all that stuff too, which is kind of cool. It's like one of those like not to brag sort of moments. But yeah, it's kind of cool, and she will be actually trying to work with the guy next year, which hopefully that goes well for her. But as for me, I didn't get to do that this year. Because I went up to New York in June for her birthday week and all that stuff, which had a lot of fun. But as of here in Florida, I didn't really do much when she was gone at the fair. Um, she was just telling me, hey, like we're gonna be playing some games here and there and all stuff. Just don't, don't wait up for me. I'm like, okay. But I have kind of got an announcement in the wrestling e-fed world here. The announcement is that I am going to be part of the Rochester Riot 20-man Royal Rumble scenario in September. I am going to be in that match with 19 other people for a title shot of our choosing within the next year. And hopefully I will, beat out all 19 other competitors and win that and go on to face whoever I want in that. It is under 585 Wrestling. Their handle is self hatred or self made hated or hatred productions. I mean, I'll put it in the description down below. When it's time for this to be posted. They're a really cool dude. They're a really cool group. And the wrestling that they do is like really cool. But if anybody doesn't know what a EFED is, it's just because of like it's really one of those like dying breeds that's kind of like getting raised up from the ashes a little bit. Um, but what it is, it's a wrestling federation that is just based solely on wrestling games. So like WWE 2K or and that's just basically it, really. But yeah, I am going to be part of that. Hopefully, you guys will come out and show some support for 585 Wrestling and for me. My guy is Chris Chambers. I have been trying to tell that since kind of day one when I had started my own YouTube channel. But yeah, that's just a little announcement thing. Um, but as of right now, still trying to like get my eFed name out there and all that stuff, and trying to do some highlight reels of matches that I've had against other people on my own time, and kind of like getting the word of mouth out there against uh, for anybody that wants to come and fight me or be part of the wrestling fandom. It is a really cool place. Just you just gotta be yourself. But other than that, kind of the life update is kind of just null and void there. So, on to the next topic, I guess if you want to call it. Um, JCW, which is Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and GCW Game Changer Wrestling. They had just had their 2-day war pay-per-view at the Gathering of the Juggalos this year, which whoop whoop. It's just crazy that those two were fighting, and it's just crazy how the nights turned out and all that stuff. It is all on Triller, and there is an option to pick between the JCW commentary and GCW commentary, which is kind of cool. And most of the matches were, just hardcore rules, which is kind of interesting. We have new tag team champs in JCW, which is Jordan Oliver and Price City OG Alex Price, which kudos to them too. That'd be like actual kind of cool interview one day to have with them. That'd be actually kind of cool. We have a new Juggalo Championship Wrestling World Champion, Too Tough Tony, who defeated Matt Tremont last night. Which that was a hardcore war and all that stuff too. But it was funny that Violent J comes out to help Too Tough Tony, and then there's like some of the other JCW like people, and then JCW and GCW are fighting, and then who comes to make the save to help Violent J is Shaggy 2 Dope, which is actually no pun intended, quote unquote dope. And I thought that was actually kind of cool. All in all, it was a real good 2 days of wrestling. Some twists and turns and all that stuff. And I'm actually gonna try to watch it on my own time. I don't know if I'll give an update or a review for it. But it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm just gonna watch it on my own time and just have fun with it. But on to the final, I guess it's kind of somber, kind of sad news. So last night at Emergence in TNA Land, it was Mike Santana versus Sammy Callahan, and it was kind of like a hardcore Extreme Rules sort of match. And Sammy had said on Twitter that if he had lost this match, he was going to retire, and he stuck to his word. He did officially retire last night. I don't know if he retired just him as a whole, or it was just his character is retired and all this stuff. But if he is fully retired, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors, because he's actually a really cool human. He runs the Wrestling Revolver promotion in Ohio. Go check them out because they're really, really red hot right now. And it's just one of those like brands or promotions that it's just something for everybody. And with Sammy Callahan like leaving TNA, it kind of just like leaves like a gap for somebody to kind of like fill in that role. And plus, like, you have Trick Williams, who's the TNA World Champion. You have JC Jane, who is the Knockouts Champion. You have Monster Slamovich, you have Moose, you have Leon Slater, who's the X Division Champion right now. Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander. You have the Hardys, you have the Nemesis, you have Rascals, which has got Myron Reed back in the fold, which is good to see. After Wesley left and kicked them to the curb. Which would actually kind of be cool to see one day. Wesley versus Myron Reed. That'd be actually kind of cool. And it's just, I think it's like one of those things where it's like TNA as a whole is kind of getting back to the glory days of 05, 06, maybe. But it's kind of hard to tell right now. Because like with this whole partnership with NXT and TNA right now, it's kind of like getting mucky waters a little bit. Not gonna try to say anything bad about it, but it's just I don't know. It's just like some of the partnerships that they've had with WWE, like with some partnerships with WWE over the years. It's kind of like murky waters for some people. They're like, okay, well, we're trying to send you our best talent to give us your best talent, and they give like, Trick Williams, who is like, a really good champion and all stuff. But then it's just like, okay, well, you know, you had AJ Styles come out on NXT one time and all that stuff. And it's like, why not send him? We can send him back to TNA. But like I said, this is a really cool time, I guess, for wrestling fans right now. But we just gotta wait and see what the future holds for Sam Callahan and for TNA as a whole with the partnership with NXT or WWE, I should say. But yeah, like I said, short, sweet, simple episode today. Not gonna really go egging on for a little bit too long. But if you have made it to the very end of this episode, please make sure to follow us on all social media links in the description below, which will take you to our Linktree page, which has our Instagram pages, Twitter pages, my gaming YouTube channel is on there, the podcast Reddit page is on there, and the song of the night is by Saliva, and it's kind of one of the later albums. I think with Josie, I think with it without him, but it is called Hate Me. It is from, I think, 2011, 2012. But yeah, that is the song of the night. Like I said, short, sweet, simple episode. And that's it. I will see you guys next Thursday. Peace.